We were talking about Devendra Fadnavis.
Yes.
Devendra Fadnavis is, what do you say, Maharashtra elections are coming. And
Yes.
it's a very difficult stage for, I think, Devendra Fadnavis. I'm not sure how far they were going to pull it. So we'll go into that direction now. Ji.
Yes. So Devendra Fadnavis, he is the opposite of what we talked about as Pawan Kalyan. Like I said, Pawan Kalyan is very emotional, not calculating, very just goes with the gut feeling, that kind of person. And Devendra Fadnavis, he has Kanya Lagnam. The same Lagna of Amit Shah, the same Lagna of former Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao. Kanya Lagna people are very calculating, very analytical, very logical. They can deal with lot of parameters, lot of factors, balance them, and make impassionate, logical conclusions. And if you look at PV Narasimha Rao, he was like that. He could juggle a lot of different data and come up with very logical decisions. And Amit Shah is the same way. So this person has the same Lagna, Devendra Fadnavis. He's a very logical person, very analytical person. And some people call him, think that he's kind of like a Chanakya. And that's quite possible. He has, given that his Lagna is Kanya, and also Lagna Lord Mercury, who's the planet of logic, he has two fiery planets, Mars and Sun. And Mars is the planet of risk and also eighth lord of risk taking here. So he's a calculating person who's really into risk taking. He can gamble. He can basically take calculated risks, not really emotional risks, but calculated risks. So and he has Jupiter in the second house. So very eloquent, somebody who can find the right words to say what he wants to say. So he plays chess while others play checkers. In other words, people are planning for the next election or the next 1 year. And this is somebody who will plan ahead, who will plan for the next decade, who will plan for the long run. So he's basically setting himself up for the long run, in my opinion. And I know that for the last few years, his starts haven't been good. If you look at his chart, he was running, when he was running Mercury Dasha, I'm just talking about normal Vimshottari Dasha of the Rashi chart. If you look at his Mercury, if you see his Vimshottari Dasha, he was running Buddha Dasha till 2017, late 2017. So basically till 2018. So that was a great period for him because Buddha was the 10th lord of career. But Ketu Dasha, Ketu is in the 12th house of losses, and moreover Ketu is the planet of some kind of rejection, depletion, etc. Basically he gives some losses, some setbacks. So Ketu Dasha from 2017 October till 2024 October, this is not a great period for him. And moreover Ketu is afflicting the 9th lord of fortune, Venus. So some loss or lack of fortune is possible. So he's basically running probably one of the worst periods of his life, politically speaking, from 2018 till 2024. But the good news is, in October 2024, he will start Shukra Dasha, Shukra Mahadasha. And Venus, Shukra, he's the 9th lord in his chart. So he's a very good planet. And also, if I look at the Dasyamsa, in his Dasyamsa, a Dasha called Dvadashotri Dasha applies in his Dasyamsa. And if I see his Dvadashotri Dasha in the Dasyamsa, which is the chart of career, when he was running the Moon Dasha, Moon is the see, actually his Dasyamsa, the chart of career, has some terrific Rajogas. The Lagna contains Lagna Lord Ketu and 5th lord of power, Jupiter. So that's a Maharaja Yoga. And moreover, the other Lagna Lord Mars and the Bhagyadhipati Moon, Bhagyesh Moon, are together in the 11th house of gains, aspecting the 5th house of power. So Moon and Mars give a terrific Rajoga, so do Jupiter and Ketu. So in Moon Dasha, Mars Santar Dasha, which was from 2013 to 2015, that is when he became the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, in the Moon Dasha, Mars Santar Dasha. But when Moon Dasha ended, he started Sun Dasha in 2019 August. And soon after that, he lost power. There were elections, I believe, in November 2019. So 2019 August is when his Sun Dasha started. Sun is the 10th lord of career, but he's in the 12th house of loss, and he's in Neech Rasi. So that is why in the Dasha of Sun, things were not really great for him. But he will start Jupiter Dasha in 2016. and that will be for a 9-year period, and after that another 11-year period is Ketu Dasha, and those are the planets giving Maharaj Yoga. So 2027 till 2027 till 2047 or 2046 is the best period in his career. So the thing is, one thing I will say is, don't go by his previous losses, the setbacks of the last several years. He is here for the long term. And as a matter of fact, out of all the BJP charts that I have seen so far, apart from Narendra Modi's chart, there are very few charts that have the potential to become the Prime Minister of Bharat one day. And Annamalai chart is one such chart. I know people maybe may be thinking, oh, he lost. But the thing is, look at Pawan Kalyan. He lost not in one place, two places, including his native, the town where his family is from. He lost in 2019, and now he's the deputy CM. So things can change very quickly. This is the period when there's a lot of Vat in the system around us. So this is the Vat phase of Kali Yuga we are in. So things change very fast. So anyways, though there was a big setback, Annamalai is one person who can, in the long run, not immediately, but in the long run, can become Prime Minister of the country one day. And Yogi Adityanath, he is somebody who has the potential to be Prime Minister one day. And out of the charts I have seen, Devendra Fadnavis is another chart. He has the potential to be India's Prime Minister one day. Particularly late 2030s and early 2040s are a great period. During that period, I will not be surprised if he becomes the Prime Minister of India. So anyway, so his best is ahead of him. So from 2026, late 2026, a great period is coming. And based on the Rasi Dasha, this August, 2024 August, Shukra Dasha starts. So overall, around this election time is a pretty decent time for him. It's not the best time. It's a pretty good time for him. And also looking at the annual charts, etc., it's a pretty good time for him. So he will lead BJP well, and BJP will do well. But the thing is, I think his real best is going to come after 2027. So I'm not sure if it is in the state politics or central politics, but this guy, he's here for the long term, and he's very smart. He basically has the intelligence of Amit Shah and the capability to basically serve like Narendra Modi ji. So he's basically one-person package, Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah in one person. So don't go by his previous losses, the loss in 2019, and then being the deputy CM to Eknath Shinde, and then the setbacks in the Lok Sabha elections in June. Basically, they did not do as well as people would have hoped that they would do. But the thing is, these are all not really. This is the worst of his life. His best is yet to come. So he will bounce back from this, and he will have a great political career. One thing I should say is, because he's calculating and he's very logical, sometimes he may miss the emotions of things. Moreover, Moon is the planet of emotions, and Moon is with Rahu in his chart. So sometimes there may be cold calculations, and he may miss the connect and emotions. So he needs to sometimes basically not just go by logic, but try to basically also give some role to emotions. So if he understands, if he basically gets the ability to form that emotional connect with people and also other leaders, more importantly, he can go further in career. But definitely he's a star. He's not done yet. The people may think that 2014, 2019 was the peak of his life and he's done. No, his peak is yet to come. And you will see that from 2027 onwards, and particularly late 2030s and 2040s. So this person will play an important role in Indian politics and Maharashtra politics for a few decades. He will be a veteran. He's not getting out of politics. Of course, given the caste that he was born in, it is difficult. People who are born as Brahmanas, people make it very difficult in politics. But this person is very smart. He can outmaneuver people, and he can basically think various steps ahead. And one small word is, when I look at the chart of Uddhav Thackeray ji, his chart is also very strong. He's not done. After the rebellion against him and Eknath Shinde basically took over the Shiv Sena party, people may assume that he's done, but he's not done. And particularly at the time of these elections, the time is actually very good for him. So if somehow or the other, If BJP can attract Uddhav Thackeray back into the Shiv Sena fold, mend fences with him, and get him back into the fold, it will be good for NDA, because they're not. He will be around for a few more years. He's not. He doesn't have as strong a chart as Devendra Fadnavis does. So his long-term success is basically nowhere similar to Devendra ji. But in the short term, next few years, he has good time. So BJP will be better off attracting him somehow or the other, in my opinion.
This is interesting. Uddhav Thackeray was a surprise, Periyanna. So are we looking at Uddhav Thackeray becoming CM again?
I don't want to. I'll make a call. See, I'll let the chips fall and see what the alliances are before the election. Of course, with Uddhavji, you know that alliances can change after the elections also. That's what he did in
Yeah,
2019.
we have seen that happening. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have seen an
he
entire
contested
party.
with BJP and then he basically jumped the
Yes.
ship after the election. So with him, you never know. But the thing is, I'll wait. I'll basically call on the Maharashtra election closer to the election. But one thing I can say at this time is that Uddhavji has a good time in the next year or two, and Devendraji also has a good time. But more importantly, Devendraji is like his political career was eclipsed in the last several years, from 2019 August till 2024 August. Sorry,
5 years.
2019 August till 2026 August. So this is basically like an eclipse period in his career, and some kind of relief is coming after 2024 August. But after 2026 October, things will be even better. So he's basically he's coming out of a bad period, and things will start looking good late this year and the next few years. But late 2026 and 2027 onwards, really important and big things will start happening for him. So he is definitely a force. He will be a force to reckon with in Maharashtra politics. But the thing is, Indian politics is interesting, and particularly Maharashtra politics, because it's not just a two-party system like in US. You have multiple parties and lot of different calculus that you have to take into account. So Devendra Fadnavis has the acumen to do that. So if the party actually enables him, if the party allows him to make important decisions, he will lead the party well. If they basically curtail his wings, if they don't give him the freedom to make the right decisions, that will be bad. But I'm very confident that late this year as well as in the coming years, his role will keep increasing, and he will basically be considered as the brain of the party. And it is also possible that he will have an important role to play at the central level. This is a very powerful Dasyamsa chart, his career chart. So, and also this is a chart made for politics, and I will not be surprised if he becomes the president of BJP one day, basically takes charge of the whole BJP party at the central level, because BJP is at crossroads too. Even though BJP won the 2024 elections, BJP has to figure out the post-Modi roadmap. I don't expect that Narendra Modi ji will finish this term. I said that in his first term itself that he will win 3 terms but not finish the third term. So I don't expect that he will finish this third term. In the middle of this term, he will basically either transfer power to somebody else or call for snap elections so that BJP gets to a higher majority. One of those will happen in this term. So they have to plan for the post Modi ji BJP. Unfortunately for them, there will be some big earthquakes happening in the opposition party, mainly the Congress party. Big earthquakes happening in the coming year or two. See, the thing is, at the time of this election, at the time of voting, actually, Rahu was going over BJP's Sun in BJP's chart. Sun is the planet of political power. So Sun is in Pisces in BJP's chart, the chart when BJP was registered, and Rahu was going over that Sun. So that, apart from comparing Modi ji's chart and Rahul Gandhi's chart, etc., this was one factor why I was concerned that BJP may not be as successful as people were expecting, because people were saying 350, 400, and I was basically saying that it may be much closer, and there was even a chance that they may have to depend on allies. So I was saying that because this Rahu transit over BJP's Sun, but the thing is, there are worse transits coming for Congress in the next later this year, next year. So I expect that Congress will go through their own turmoil, which will make BJP's life easier. But at the same time, this can't be left to chance. BJP has to carefully plan what they want to do going forward, who they want their prime minister to be, who they want their brain trust to be. So it is actually a good idea to get Devendra Fadnavis ji involved at the national level and use his brains, because he's very brainy, very smart, very calculating. He's just like Amit Shah ji and PV Narasimha Rao ji.
Wow, very interesting. So we'll watch for the events to fold, and there's always a smile when you say a lot of bad things are coming for Congress. Immediately there is a smile on my face because of the lineage and the history that they have. So we are waiting and we are watching. Let's see. 2024 Maharashtra elections are nearly around the corner. They're not very far off. So we'll take that subjects probably separately, but here it was only
Closer
about
to the election, yeah. We'll talk about it later when things are more clear and who the
more
players
clear.
are.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Periana, for joining. जाने से पहले सभी व्यूअर्स से रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज लाइक सब्सक्राइब और शेयर करना ना भूलें. अगर आप कंट्रीब्यूट करना चाहते हैं यूपीएस स्ट्रीम के ऊपर, आप फीडबैक देना चाहते हैं, मुझसे जुड़ना चाहते हैं, सभी लिंक्स डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में. माय ट्विटर हैंडल एंड सर्स ट्विटर हैंडल इज राइट ऑन स्क्रीन, and Narasimha Rao's website and his YouTube channel, I'll put it in the chat I'll pin it in the chat section so that it's visible right on the top, so that people can visit him, like and subscribe and share him also. And with that, thank you so much, Periana. Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram, Har Har Mahadev.
जय श्री राम. आपके साथ बात करना हमेशा आनंददायक है. Thank you very much, and thank you to all your viewers. Namaskar.
Namaskar.